I have been a member since 1996, and this is by far the worst we have ever seen.
There's no turning it off. There's no going home and saying, okay, I'm going to leave that outside for a couple of minutes. It's in your home. It's in your backyard. It's everywhere.
People that you know really, really suffering.
Just looking at young Israel of Woodmere emails, during the peak of COVID, you were seeing 4 to 5 Shiva emails going out every single day.
Calls now are very different than they used to be.
Even if it's a slip and fall, it's assumed that the patient is COVID positive, so we have to take full precautions and don full PPE.
And meanwhile, the family's at the window, kind of like yelling at you to come inside. They need help. It's difficult, and it's emotionally draining.
It's hard for the patient to hear you through the mask. Your goggles are fogging up.
The fear in the house, when we're there, it's palpable.
You're looking at someone in their eye, and you're telling them that they can't go to the hospital with their loved one or with their spouse. And the look on their face, thinking that this might be the last time they ever see them alive.
We try to assure them as best as we can, but the reality is the reality. No one knows what tomorrow is going to bring.
In the beginning, it was difficult to sleep at night.
Bringing them into the hospital and then having to leave them there alone, it's a hard thing to just walk away from.
You could take a mother to the hospital and then come back a couple of days later, take the father to the hospital, leaving the children home alone.
They don't know if they're gonna make it. Will they be intubated? They hear all the stories.
It is a very difficult time to be a member of Hatzalah, but it's something that we all do, knowing that we have an achrayus to the community and to the people around us.
The call volume spiked dramatically, but the response from the members also spiked dramatically.
I cannot tell you how many phone calls I got from members begging me to let them go back out, crying to me. They said, we'll take any test we need to do. We'll do anything we can. I'm not really much above that age. I don't have bad asthma. It's only a little bit. Everybody wanted to help.
When I was working on an ambulance in the New York City 911 system, sometimes we would get sent on an emergency call 15, 20 minutes away during the COVID crisis. Here in Hatzalah of the Rockaways and Nassau, maybe 2-3 minutes before you had multiple members on scene, putting themselves at risk and going above and beyond to make sure these patients are taken care of.
The real unsung heroes of this whole disease are the families of the Hatzalah members, knowing their family members were going into harm's way and worried about perhaps bringing something home. The wives, the children, the parents are the real heroes of COVID-19.
We always had enough PPE or personal protective equipment. You may have heard shortages around the country, around New York City. Hatzalah here never had a shortage due to good planning by the coordinators and Chesky Mendel.
When the world was hit by COVID-19, I immediately called all my vendors and we stocked up all 3 stock rooms. A lot of gloves, a lot of masks, a lot of gowns, a lot of face shields. We're going through like 500 N95s a week and like 1,000 surgical masks a week.
They offered us online classes with doctors and paramedics to explain and answer any of the questions we had.
We hired someone full-time that comes every day, washes down all the buses, sanitizes all the buses. I want to thank all the service members and members that always help out in cleaning everything, making sure everything is okay. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are.
Shortly before Pesach, it became very, very clear that all of the hospitals in our area were completely overwhelmed. And we actually made a decision to do something that Hatzalah has never done before and not transport them to the hospital. Rather, we would provide care for them in their own home.
We were able to get over 100 pulse oximeters, which we gave out and which we left with family members.
We created a new team of follow-up members who actually reached out to the patients. We were able to keep over 30 patients safely at home by managing them in their home by Hatzalah members who followed them closely and made sure that they were safe throughout the process.
It's special to be a part of such a community that stands behind the members and stands behind this organization.
The love and support that they gave us because they understood what we're going through now, that was powerful.
Hatzalah is here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in these trying times.
We need your support. To make this work, we have to be able to purchase the right equipment, to buy the right protective gear, to provide you with that safe care. Thank you so much for being here for us, so we can be there for you if you ever need us.